Not just hearing information, but a pattern being sent. What was given in instruction carries weight in its intent. Faithful men receiving substance, not opinions they invent. So the truth remains intact when it is carried and spent. There's an order in the message, not a random distribution. Each receives a portion meant to serve a larger institution. What was spoken into one is meant to echo into more. So the knowledge becomes living through the ones it moves toward. Not isolated insight, but a chain of preservation. Every link instrumental for the truth's continuation. What begins within the teacher must be reproduced in kind. So the structure of the message isn't altered by the mind. Now the instruction moves in sequence through a faithful relay. What is planted must be watered so it grows the same way. Not diluted, not rebranded, not adjusted to perform, but preserved in its integrity so others can be formed. This is how the pattern travels, through the ones who carry weight. Not by theory, but by living what they faithfully transmit. From the source into the vessels, from the vessels into lives. So the truth becomes embodied as it multiplies and thrives. One becomes the many through the structure that is set. What was given is expanded through a faithful mindset. Not abandoned, not rewritten, but upheld and then relayed. This is how the word advances through the lives that have obeyed. Jesus came as the foundation, and we build upon his base. Different functions within purpose, different roles within his grace. Evangelists announce the message, prophets speak what has been shown. Apostles set the framework so the body can be grown. Not in competition or comparison of place, but in harmony, a function where each operates by grace. Every part contributing to what the whole is meant to be. So the structure builds in unity, not driven by degree. Teaching isn't just the transfer of accumulated thought, it's the shaping of a vessel into what the truth is taught. So the one who hears becomes the one who carries and imparts, turning knowledge into practice written deep into the heart. Now the living transmission moves through vessels that are trained, not by personal expression, but by what has been ordained. What was entrusted must be handled with precision and with care, so the next can receive clearly what the first was meant to share. This is how the pattern travels, through the ones who carry weight. Not by theory, but by living what they faithfully transmit. From the source into the vessels, from the vessels into lives. So the truth becomes embodied as it multiplies and thrives. One becomes the many through the structure that is set. What was given is expanded through a faithful mindset. Not abandoned, not rewritten, but upheld and then relayed. This is how the word advances through the lives that have obeyed. Unity and function, not identical in role. Each part operating faithfully within the greater whole. What is given is distributed according to design, so the body finds its growth in how the members align. No distortion in the message when the pattern is retained. No division in the purpose when the structure is sustained. What was entrusted keeps advancing through obedience and trust, so the living word continues through the many made from one. This is the transmission, truth alive and moving through, from the first into the faithful, into others who pursue. Not a static declaration, but a living, breathing stream. Carry forward generation through the structure of a team. One foundation, many vessels, but the message stays the same. Every link in the connection honors and preserves the name. What was given is multiplied through the lives that understand. This is how the word is carried through a faithful, ordered